So I usually don't make videos like this, but I'm going to make a video today that's a little bit different than what I usually talk about. And I'm addressing this to Christianity, Christians, or anybody that subscribes to Jesus coming back to save them. And I don't mean this in an offensive, harassing, or bullying way. It's just something to make you think about, because people don't think anymore. And I like to engage you to think. Oh, and for the record, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. TikTok, do not touch this video, as it is protected by my First Amendment right to free speech. If you touch this video by flagging it or deleting it or removing it, you are violating my right. Okay, so Christianity is nothing but another paradigm to keep you stuck. And what I mean by that is I'm not just going to straight dig in on Christianity. I'm going to talk about all of the topics when it comes to religion. It's not just Christianity. It's all things religion, religious mindset, or even thinking that someone or something is going to come back to save you from anything. So this life is a video game. That's what everybody says, right? Like, what does that mean? That means that video games, if you've ever played them or if you haven't, I'm pretty sure everybody has, but basically what a video game is something that you play and you have to beat levels to get to the end goal or the end level where you get the grand prize or whatever it may be, right? So when you think of life as the video game that it is, and you realize that video games have levels from your own experience from playing video games, then you realize that so does life. Life has levels, and each level has different mindsets, paradigms, and belief systems that come with it. Some people start with being atheists, and that could be level 1. But that is what religion and anything that the world has taught you is. That is level 1. And level 1 is basically how you pretty much navigate with the mindset that's been given to you when you were born into this realm. So because you have to navigate with a mindset that somebody else gave you, your whole objective on that level is for you to begin to ask questions. And when you get the reactions from those said sources of information that show you that there is something to hide, now it is time for you to go on a mission to seek the truth. Once you find an ounce of truth, you're going to go down what people like to call the rabbit hole. The rabbit hole is when you go down like a deep dive of all types of information from all types of sources that's just so new to you that you don't know how to decipher what is where and where is what, because you have not developed your discernment, what people like to use, which is nothing more than using your intuition and gaining clarity on all of the information on whether it is real or fake. Once you realize that your discernment is what's giving you all of the truth and giving it to you in a way that makes more sense than anything you've been taught or told, then you'll begin to find out and put parts of the puzzle together that you're getting, what makes sense, what doesn't, what resonates, and what isn't or doesn't. It is a process of elimination that is going to cause you to critically think and use the skills that you were born with and given from the Creator to analyze information, because then you'll begin to ask questions about yourself. And they are the questions that are really hard to answer, because you haven't fixed or gained the strength of self-thought yet. Those answers are inside of you, but you seek outward. Once you go through that whole journey of seeking outwardly for the answers that you seek and you still haven't found them, or you found partial answers that only satisfy you for a short period of time, and the people who are claiming these answers are the way are showing you everything opposite of what you know to be what they teach or think or try to convey against it or over the people, but you see a totally different thing, and when you voice your opinion you see even more of a totally different thing than what they teach, then I've been trying to get this video out like 3 or 4 times, and something does not want you guys to know this, because I know it's going to show people a different way to think about everything. My whole premise behind saying all of this is basically to show you that there is basically a way for you. This is not funny. This is the 6th time that I tried to end this video. The Phantom Matrix is not trying to get you guys to see that we're waking up. We've woken up. We are awake. We are not woke. We are awakened. And we realize that everything that we've been taught is a lie, and we're waking up from it. And that includes your religions and your saviors and your prophets and all of those beautiful stories that they gave us to keep us sleeping. They told us about bedtime stories while giving us the bedtime story that kept us all asleep, which is called religion. And every holy Bible or any type of holy books that they've given us with stories of saviors to come back for us has been brainwashing the entire collective so that you can stay asleep from the true God that you are. There are declassified documents from the CIA that you can go search up, readily available on the internet, that you guys are afraid of, that tell you that you are a God with power, and you are the true energy source, and your energy is what is keeping these paradigms and levels on this earth school alive. When you remove yourself by unplugging the power cords, and disconnecting and detaching from all of the parasites that are plugged into your power source, you realize how powerless they are and how powerful you are. You take your power back and then you use it. But you first have to stop being afraid of the dark. Stop being afraid of the divine feminine energy, the energy that they demonize in your religions, so that they would never be able to rise. Because the dark is where all the creativity comes from, where all the authenticity comes from, where all the thoughts and all the beauty comes from that they don't want you to tap into. It was all done by design. And the moment that you realize that you've been lied to on purpose to keep you asleep, and you start asking questions, the moment you will begin your journey to ascending and awakening to reality. And check out the movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, where it talks about the mirror or the Phantom Matrix, which is an upside down version of the true world that is truly behind the ice caps, the return of Atlantis that they don't want us to know about, with all of these places flooding and stuff. All the coasts are going to flood. California's falling off the map, and all the stuff they've been warning us about is not due to climate change. TikTok, this video is for educational purposes only. It does not violate any of your guidelines. Do not touch this video, as it is protected by the First Amendment right to free speech. Touching this video, flagging it, or removing it is a direct violation of that, and I've already warned you in the beginning of the video. However, it goes deep. And the minute you start asking questions and looking within instead of outwardly is the minute that you'll wake up and realize that everything that you've been given is to keep you on a low vibration, to keep them fed. Low vibration to keep them fed. Think about it. This is why you repeat the same cycles over and over, and you don't understand why or how. And you can look at your entire bloodline, your generations that you remember, and you see the same thing happening with all of them. It's because you have been lied to, and you've been programmed, and you have not waken up, and you have not realized that you have been a part of the Matrix. While I'm talking this video, it's 333. 333 is World War III. World War III is a spiritual war. And 333 means to trust your intuition. Your intuition is your discernment. Never let nobody else make those decisions that need to be made for you but you, by seeking inside and removing yourself from the paradigm and the lies that keep you on level 1 of this game.